Matt Smith for SPTV. I'm with The Problem, Jack Hatton, down at Ricky Hatton's gym this morning. How are you, mate?
Good, yeah. I'm getting ready for my next fight coming up this Sunday. Been training hard for the championship, so yeah, that's what it's looking like at the minute.
So you're in the NABGCs at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah.
You were meant to box last week, weren't you? And did you have a late pull-out?
Yeah, morning of the fight, my opponent pulled out, but it is what it is. There's no point just thinking about it, because at least with the championships, you know, if your opponent pulls out, you're through to the next week anyway. So I'm now full focused on just ticking over all the hard work.
You left school now?
Yeah, left school.
Full-time training?
Yeah, full-time.
Yeah?
That's definitely helped improve me, bring me on.
Growing up as a youngster, was you aware of, you know, what the family business was, obviously, you know?
To be honest, I wasn't really aware of it from a really young age. As I started getting a little bit older, I became more and more aware of it. But from a young age, I was big into football. Like I wanted to be a footballer.
Yeah.
When I was really young, I didn't really like boxing at all. I just wanted to play football. That was me from a young age.
I remember seeing you, because you're a Mad United fan, aren't you?
Yeah. Every game. Every week.
So it was. So you weren't even nailed on to be a boxer.
No.
It was football your first sport.
I weren't quite good enough to be a footballer though, but I enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, well, all of a sudden though, like I say, because I know you know your family and I've seen you grow up. We started seeing clips of you on Facebook and things like that, and you started getting the gloves on, and you just started growing into the sport. I mean, then obviously you had your skills bouts, which we've seen at Tameside Elite with Steve already. You had loads of skills there, which had them skills they used to see there all the time. And then you had your first bout. I mean, what was that like?
First bout, they always say, don't they, like the first one's a tough one to get out of the way. But I was quite relaxed, to be honest. Like, I don't put too much pressure on myself. I just make sure I'm doing it because I enjoy doing it, and that's the main thing.
And I think you got off to a flyer, didn't you? I mean, you won your first 9. You went 9-0, just beating everyone, weren't you? And everyone was like, straight away, everyone saw about seeing Jack Hatton, and you were just beating everyone. Then obviously you took your first loss on your 10th fight. How did that feel like, taking your first loss?
It's obviously, I wouldn't say the first one was more difficult. I'd just say whenever I'm one of them people, I don't like losing and stuff. Like, I train really hard, and when you lose, it's disappointing. Yeah. But you just gotta keep pushing through it. Obviously, losing's tough, but you just rock on to the next one, don't you?
Yeah. Well, from that loss, you're now 43 fights in. You've had 43 amateur fights. You know, you're an open class kid. You've won 2 national titles. You've only lost 5 times. You know, you're a double national champ. I mean, what do you want to achieve in the amateurs? I mean, you've achieved so much already for such a young kid. You've had 2 amazing seasons back to back. You're going to be a senior soon. You know, you've got another season of. You're a youth now, aren't you? Still.
Yeah. Youth cadet.
So you're a youth cadet. So you've got that, and then you've got another youth. Yeah. So you know what do you want to achieve in the amateurs?
Obviously, I'd like my short-term sort of goal. I want to win these championships, obviously, and I'm one of those people. I don't like to look too far ahead. I just sort of take it one fight at a time. Because if you look too far ahead, especially with the championships, like if a lot of people end up saying, if I win this week, who am I fighting next week? Yeah. But it's all irrelevant if you don't do your job the week before. So obviously I'd like to win the championships and do other things, box for England, but I just take it one step at a time. Yeah.
And you, like I say, you're in your NABG campaign now, aren't you? So you get your first fight. It's the first fight of the season next week, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, this Sunday in Fleetwood.
Yeah, and then we've got, like I say, after that, then we go to Liverpool. But like you say, it's one fight at a time. You're obviously going to want to pick up another title this season, surely.
Yeah,
you want to
definitely.
Pick it up, yeah. So you won that was your first national title in ABGC, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my first one. Roughly this time last year. Yeah.
And then you went on. Then you won another. The Open, was it the youth? You won then,
youth championships.
Yeah. So what you've got this season, then when you were senior, is it next year you're going to a senior?
So we've got the end of this year, and then I've got one more year, and then senior after that. So still a way to go. To be fair to senior,
Yeah.
But I just keep building all the time, looking to improve,
So I
keep
think
getting better.
I think that if you're 43 fights in now, you've got 2 more seasons as a youth. You're going to be 60 bout, 70 bout when you come to turn over for a senior, and then obviously we all want that elite title. That's the one in it. That's the golden goose in it, winning that elite title.
Obviously, winning the ABAs is always, any ABA title is massive, but like especially if you can win the senior elites, that doesn't really get much better than that, does it? Winning the senior elites.
Absolutely, and look, knowing you got the Hatton name. You're carrying the Hatton name now. You and your sister Lola, she boxes as well. She's really good. What does it come with any pressure? Carrying that name, and it's not just a name in Manchester. It's a world name. Everyone knows. Obviously your uncle Rick, your dad boxed Canelo. It's just a massive name, and how does that affect you in any way, carrying that?
To be honest, it doesn't really get to me too much. I just enjoy my boxing, focus on what I need to do, because no matter what my name is or it doesn't change what goes on in the ring, does it? It's still got to be me, does it? But I don't put too much pressure. I just feel really lucky to be a Hatton. It makes you realise how lucky you are. You know what my dad done, what my uncle Rick done. Just really lucky.
Yeah, it's just for me looking at you, and I think the bigger the occasion that you are in, you just thrive. You're just so, even as a youngster, you're so mature, and I think every test that comes your way, you step every time you step up every time, and I just think that's a great accolade to have, and it's just going forward into the future. Especially in the boxing game, it's just going to do you well in it. Yeah,
definitely, because the better opponents you fight and different styles, if you keep stepping it up, you've got to step it up, haven't you?
Yeah.
You got to take yourself to the next level.
Yeah, and you, I mean, different for you. I mean, you got to be 6 foot. You 6'1", what are you?
Somewhere between 6 foot and 6'1".
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Really, I mean, completely different to your dad and your uncle, isn't it? But you've got that Hatton trait. You love it to the body, don't you?
Yeah. I've all my mum's side of the family are really tall, like tall, long arms, and obviously my dad's side is the boxing, and all the Hattons like the body shot. So I've kind of took a combination of the both. And
yeah, was your mum a swimmer?
Yeah, swimmer.
She was obviously a good an athlete herself, wasn't she, as well? So yeah. So it's incredible, really. Like I say, I came to your gym. I brought a couple of lads up to your gym last week and seen you sparring. I mean, you looked electric for your sparring the other week. I mean, you look in great shape, and obviously, doing something right, aren't you?
Yeah. When I'm getting ready for my fights, that's what makes me feel good about myself and confident for the fights. Because when I'm going into the fight, just before you go to the ring, I say to myself, I couldn't have trained or prepared any better or trained any harder for my fights. So that's what gives you that comfort and confidence that you couldn't have done any more or trained any harder.
You've got no doubts, have you? The worst thing is going to the ring if you're fit. I mean, unfit, but I've never seen you blowing in a bout, ever, in any of your bouts. You're one of the fittest fighters I've seen on the circuit. Every time you're just relentless pressure for the full, and I mean, it's a great trait to have, and like you say, it's unbelievable, really. And obviously a silly question is, but you're going to be joining the paid ranks?
I'm not sure when, but one day, definitely, yeah. I want to be in boxing for the long run, because I just love doing it so much and I enjoy it, so definitely one day, yeah.
So you wasn't born then, but you remember the big nights in Vegas with the Hatton family, all them amazing nights. I mean, it'd be so unbelievable to see them repeat again, and the support you'd have in the country. Obviously, again, it'd be amazing to see.
Yeah, definitely. My dad and Rick, they both had some brilliant big nights in Vegas, and it don't really get much better, does it?
No,
America and stuff. And
yeah, well, your dad went 12 rounds with the old ginger Mexican, didn't he, Canelo?
I know. My dad, he had loads of professional fights, European champion, never stopped. I'm not sure quite, I think might have been 50, I could have this wrong, it might be 52 professional fights, never stopped.
Yeah, he was nails, your dad.
Yeah.
Fantastic fighter, technically brilliant as well. Obviously, doing 12 rounds with Canelo, and it's that's it, really, Jack. So I mean, what do you actually do after you've trained and you've done your week's training? What does Jack Hatton do to relax?
17-year-old
Jack Hatton, what does he do?
Just anything what normal people do, I suppose. Just
Xbox, chill out with your mates.
I like having a coffee.
Yeah.
I like having a coffee, just watch some TV. I like watching the In-Betweeners.
Yeah, class.
Yeah, just normal stuff, just chilling, playing my Xbox a bit.
Yeah, brilliant. You have to give us your gamer tag, mate, 'cause I play on Xbox as well. Right, so you're a massive United fan. Would it be a dream to box at Old Trafford one day?
Yeah, definitely.
How good would that be?
If I was to do that, I'd be definitely doing something right. It don't get much bigger than that.
No.
Hopefully, if that can happen one day, we'd be in the big new stadium and
Yeah,
stuff.
absolutely.
But
Yeah. Can I carry you
you'd have to be doing, you'd have to be doing something right to do that, wouldn't you?
Unbelievable, mate. Yeah. So no, that's brilliant, Jack. So listen, before we finish, we've got a few quick fire questions for you. Favourite fighter?
My favourite boxer, current, I like watching Pat McCormack.
Yeah.
And he's nothing like my style at all, but I love watching Nick Ball. I just enjoy watching him.
Best United game you've been to?
Probably Old Trafford, 4-3, FA Cup versus Liverpool.
Yep.
United got last minute winner,
Yep.
extra time. Yeah, that one.
Best goal at Old Trafford?
I wasn't there at that game, but you got to say Rooney's overhead kick, haven't you?
Agree. Be careful how you answer this one, mate, because I'm old school. Scholes or Bruno?
Obviously, I wasn't watching United when Scholes was playing, but I would still definitely say Scholes. I like
lad.
Bruno, but he's always moaning on the pitch.
Good lad, mate. Best United player of all time?
Ronaldo.
And that brings us to this question. It's irrelevant, really. Rooney or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Class. Right, mate, brilliant today. Honestly, mate, absolutely fantastic your time. So just before we finish off, we're down at Ricky's gym this morning. Seen you do countless hours in here with Ricky. Been a really, really tough time for the whole family over the last few months. You know, the whole country and the world of boxing's been around you. Anything you'd like to add to yourself?
Yeah, like being in this gym. Obviously, at first, coming back in and stuff, it was tough. But I can always come in this gym and, you know, always gives me positive, happy memories of when we was training. And I know, like, what's really spurred me on in my training is, and helped me keep going, is I know, as my uncle, I know he would want me to carry on doing what I love doing and enjoy doing. And also as one of my coaches, which he was, he'd want me to do what we've been training for. So, yeah, I'll always look at it, the positives and the good times, because that's what you've got to do, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Always take the good times.
Absolutely, mate. Well, listen, he'll be looking down on you all your life, and just keep doing what you're doing, mate, and you're doing fantastic. Thanks ever so much for talking to us today, mate. You were brilliant.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate. Top one, Jack.